Good morning, everyone. August 30th, and we are just in the area of Carp, I believe it is, Carp, Ontario, right near Stittsville, Ontario, which is just on the outskirts of Ottawa. So anyways, guys, as you know, I stayed at the Moonstone B&B last night, and I cannot say enough good things about this place. Susan and Mark are absolutely amazing people. Susan's a fantastic host, cook, all that stuff. The place is incredible. It's very nice. And Mark let me dry out my tent and my fly and rain fly and all that stuff. So just really good people, great conversation. Of course, the dog, Maggie, beautiful dog, and really enjoyed spending some time with her, and Mark and Susan as well. So like I said, guys, just an incredible place, and recommend it if you're looking for a place in the Ottawa area. At $140, you cannot beat that price. So I highly recommend checking it out. It is very much worth it. So anyways, we are gonna head into Almonte today, and we're gonna wrap this up. So this segment of the ride anyway. So yeah, let's get moving, guys. It was a great night. I had a really good sleep in a comfortable bed. So feeling good and ready to ride. Let's do it. All right, as you can see, there could be the threat of rain for a little bit this morning, but according to the weather radar, the worst of it has moved from this area, so it's time for me to move. Feeling a little bit better today about riding by myself. Yeah, it was just a shock, right? You're riding with guys for days, having to worry about each other and stuff like that, so yeah. So I think it's only about, I'm gonna have to double check again, actually I forget, but it's not far to Almonte at all. 50K, I think. No, not even, it can't be. 30 something, I think. All right, I don't know if Susan and Mark have watched, but huge thanks to them for a wonderful stay, and let's have a good day, guys. Glad I put the rain jacket on. It's a little chilly. All right, guys, just stopped off here just as we're getting on to the Trans-Canada Trail heading into Carleton Place. I'm sure you can hear that wind. It's quite windy today, and it's going to be working against us, especially when we turn towards Almonte. So I'm hoping it dies down a bit, but it is pushing the clouds out and bringing some sun, which is appreciated because it is a bit cool out. But yeah, we're going to get back on the trail. It's right there, and we'll be heading that away. So good stuff, guys. Yeah, might as well be a little bit of a struggle to finish it, right? Because why wouldn't it be? All right, guys, there you go. As you can see, part of the Trans-Canada Trail, no motorized vehicles, no hunting. It's either no hunting or no snipers. I'm not sure which one. I kid. So I left my rain jacket on. I don't have it done up, but just to be safe. I don't think it's gonna rain, but the temperature's just gotta warm up a bit and it'll be perfect. Not that it's cold, but where there's a will, there's a way, guys. Those adult trikes are not easy to ride, so hats off to that gentleman, big time. I saw him a while back when I was taking a break before I got on the trail. He's doing great. Fantastic. All right, these are familiar tunnels. Trying to remember like what way I took to get from Ben's house. Did I go this way? I believe I did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Can't see. Ugh. Just some rollers like that. Actually, I'm gonna take a stop here. I gotta go to the bathroom, so. All right, guys, just stopped here in this little tunnel section that we just went through just to check the maps, and it would appear that we have 19 kilometers to Almonte. So a lot less than I was thinking for some reason, but yeah, good time. So really looking forward to this and getting this wrapped up, and then start heading south and utilizing this tailwind, I think, actually. So anyways, really exciting times. I heard from Ben, apparently he's going to try to actually finish it up in Almonte too, so that's fantastic to hear. So I think he got his brakes worked on or something like that, and he's going to try to complete the journey as well. So I'm not surprised. He's a pretty tough cat. So anyways, might as well finish this up and put another one in the book. So pretty exciting. Yes, the route was altered quite a bit at times, and I will be back to do the whole thing beginning to end, but it was still an adventure, and that's how this goes. As I've said before, you have to improvise and you have to go with the flow. So and that's what we did. Started out with 3 of us riding together, and by myself now, just as things worked out. You already know all this stuff, so I'm not going to get back into that. But anyways, really happy to be finishing, so let's get going. Alright guys, we're just coming into Carleton Place. We were on this trail on the way up to the brewery from Ben's place. Alright guys, just finished up at the Timmy's, and what's it? I think we got about 10-11k to finish this off. So heading for Almonte and the finish line, and then we'll figure out where we're going to go from there. We're going to utilize the wind to our advantage if we can. So let's do it. All right guys, this is the trail to Almonte. So there'll be some of this footage if I use it on the ride to the brewery, which I probably will. The outdoor rink here, the old rail station there on the right, Carleton Junction. If I would have remembered that that was there, I probably would have brought my coffee and stuff over here from Timmy's and had a break, but c'est la vie, c'est la vie. Oh, this time it's lit up. Remember that from there? I'll sort of pick there. Wind's not as bad as I thought right here, but one stretch I'm thinking of, the trail's really wide and gravel, all gravel, and it'll probably be slow, and that will be the stretch into Almonte, or as many people were calling it, Almonte. From what I understand, it was settled or named after a Spanish explorer for some reason, whose name is actually Almonte, but the town is called Almonte. So I don't know if that changed through history. Or a highway. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? It sounds like a highway. No, it is a river. I forgot, that's right. Yeah, we stopped here. I think I got some pics here as well. Let's take a look. Yeah, I did. I'll insert them. The Mississippi River. Very cool. Good stuff. Water's definitely moving a bit better than when I came through, for sure. I'm weird, I pay attention to stuff like that. Nature. That old building there. Not sure, maybe a mill? Yeah, that would be my guess, since it's so close. The river wraps around the other side there. Gotta pay attention here. It's a Saturday, people seem to be distracted today. I had a couple weird things with motorists and pedestrians. Nothing outrageous, but just keep alert. Here's that wind. That's all right. At the very least, I'll try to make it across tailwind so we could head get heading south. maybe 5K to the finish line. So I have to double check on my route here to see if we finish in the park where we started. I would assume so, right? There's also some stuff in town I noticed where people were taking pics, so we'll do that as well. Never really got to see the town anyways. It's early morning and then a little bit of a rigmarole with my bike falling off Dom's rack, and yeah, so dealt with, and I'm finishing up, right? So it's all good. It's just part of the story, actually. That's kind of the thing I always find. Even the trials and tribulations end up being just a really good part of the story, right? It's all part of the whole story of the log driver's waltz. Now, maybe a maple tree. Trying to see the leaf, if there's any of its old leaves, but that tree's been dead for a spell. Oh, this will be better up here. Corn on one side, trees on the other, so. Tempted to just like hop on it and try and smash it out and do all that hero stuff, but just clipping along at about 18 to 19 kilometers an hour with this headwind, and just gonna finish up steady. Thanks to Ben and Mike for being great riding partners while we rode together. Look forward to doing something in the future with both you fine gentlemen. Hats off to both of you. Husband and wife out for a nice ride on a beautiful trail on a Saturday, Labor Day weekend. Nice to see. They were gonna wait for me, but easier for them to get going than me. But see, seamless, no issues at all. Like, I like it that there's no issues with the interactions I've ever had. It's just they're heavy machines that tear up the trail. This is good though, do not get me wrong. No issues here at all. Here we are, guys, Almonte. I'm gonna stop up here and see exactly where we're gonna finish this off. Man, that wind wanted to make it a challenge, so I'm sure Eric and Jen will appreciate that wind's assistance in adding just a little more oomph to the LDW. So I'm just gonna stop up here. No one's better than the next, so. Look at that building, guys. I think that's the town building. Pretty sweet, eh? I'm gonna go this way, you know what? Give you guys a shot of the town. So one way? No. Nice, I'm glad I came this way. Let's see, I think we turn right here. All right, guys, I had to get off and walk because I kept going by it. It's a little difficult when you've never been somewhere. These roads are confusing sometimes. Right here, that guy sitting down there, that's William Naismith. Guy that invented basketball is from here, yes. I forgot about that. So, we'll wait and we'll get a picture here. Okay guys, that's going to wrap up things for the log drivers Waltz. As you can see, we're in Almonte. I just got my pictures taken over at the Joe Naismith tribute area. The guy that invented basketball is from Almonte. So yeah, we just wrapped it up. So it was a really good tour. Had a great time, and I really appreciated Ben and Mike while we rode together. And we'll definitely be doing more rides together. And look forward to doing the whole log drivers Waltz in its entirety too in the future. Probably be a couple years though. I'm going to do the Great Divide next year. So anyways guys, I got my bike over there. Beautiful little town of Almonte, very historic. You can look it all up and do all that stuff. I often put some of that info, but I'm not sure if that'll happen. But yeah, that's a beautiful building right there. So anyways guys, it's been a great trip. Thanks again, Jen and Eric, for creating such a great route, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for following along, and thanks to everyone that helped make this possible. It's been a really great experience getting to know all the people that I've met throughout all these journeys. So here's to many more. I believe this area is called Boyd's. So we're gonna jump on Ferguson Falls Road, I believe, which is this road here. Newly paved with a shoulder. What do you know, Joe? What do you know? Good stuff. Pick an apple if I wanted one, but too acidic for this kid's stomach while I'm riding. They look good though. Bunch of sheep on the right. Whew. You can tell that was a tough climb. They're eating. They don't care about me. Wow, that was a challenge. Beautiful views off to the right. I know this new lens is capturing some of it. I'm gonna do a different type of, more basic filming on the way home, but I'll try to make something artistic out of it if I can. All right, we're in Ferguson Falls. I'm gonna see if there's a convenience store here, see if I can get some Aleve or Advil for the old hip and shoulder. Sunglasses on, I'm squinting away here. I'm gonna stop right here, check things out. Oh, this is the Mississippi River actually. No, I'm not gonna stop here. Still nice though. Some minor waterfalls, I guess you could call them. Not really. It's just because the water's low. Gone by the Mississippi River several times. Another nice old log home. Oh geez, that's a nice property. I'd buy that. Like I can't, but I would. Look at that old log home. That's super cool. Get you a better shot of it. I don't know what this is. Might be a bed and breakfast. I don't know what that log home's all about, but that's pretty sweet. Yeah. There's sign up here in a big parking lot. I'm gonna stop and take a break. Look, I thought it said Temples Sugar Bush. It's a restaurant, but it looks like it's closed. Or is it a B&B? Closed for the season. It's interesting. I don't know what it is. I think it's a restaurant. I guess they don't stay open for Labor Day weekend. I'm gonna stop at the last tree up there and take a little break. Gonna have to get myself one of those click stands. There's a couple other ones out now, different, same thing, different names. Like, it's fine with this stuff, but on some good ATV trails and stuff like that, it's not always possible. So, just plugging away, guys. Enjoying it though. It's been a really nice ride. Some tough headwinds, but really liking the way the physical fitness part of the riding is going for me. Feeling stronger every single year since I started doing this bike packing. So, and seeing that I can lighten the load up, especially on these last 2 trips. A couple items I'm not using at all, and I'll go through that in a different video where I let you know the changes. Yeah, start getting some more weight forward, stuff like that, make the climbs a little easier. So anyways, break time. Slow down, no way. Got about 30K to McGowan Campground, and I just got a call from the campground. I had reserved it online, but I didn't know it would be a good spot for a cyclist. I had called previously before booking online, and then she just called me back and said when we get there she'll recommend a site for me once I get there. So that's nice of her. All right, guys, I think we're in the town of Balderson. Pretty sure there should be some amenities up at the intersection here, stop sign. And we turn left, but I'm gonna see if I might be able to supply up here. All right, guys, it's been a mixed day. Just quiet country roads and quiet gravel roads, so not too bad. A lot of climbing in Gatineau Park yesterday and whatnot, so legs are feeling a little heavy. Probably more just an accumulation, right? Did a lot of climbing over the last 8 days. Today I thought we wouldn't do much, but you know, we're gonna probably be around 1,500, I'm guessing, by the time we get there. So, not bad. Distance will probably end up being about 90. So, respectable day, considering the late start. Got out of there at about 9:45. Time I had breakfast and talked with them for a bit and thanked them and all that stuff. All right, guys, about 16K to get to this camp, McGowan Campground. It's more an RV park, but hey, I'll take it. I'm just on the way home. It's not a expedition into the wild. It's a trip to the deep south of Ontario. Aside from, guys, people go by and don't slow down, this is an absolutely beautiful road as far as scenery goes. It's kind of marshland beside us here. There's the sun. Where were you all day, little buddy? It was really cloudy and chilly at times. Then when you stop, it's warm. All right, guys, 5K to the campground. This almost feels like and looks like a rail trail, but it's not. It's a road. My hip is really sore. Unfortunately, you have to pay for the shower, so it's not like I can just soak in a hot shower without having to take out a mortgage. No, I'm just kidding, but I'm not really a big fan of having to pay for showers when you pay for the campground. So this should take us to Highway 7, which is part of the Trans-Canada Highway, but it will be for a very short time, and this is really nice. And on Google Maps, on satellite, it looked like there was a decent shoulder on the highway, so yeah, this is pretty sweet. Especially when you barely have to pedal up the hills, because the way they're spread out is perfect. This is like a rail trip, but wide version. All right, this is pretty sweet. Good way to end it. Well, aside from the little highway stretch, but this is pretty nice. All right, here's the highway, guys. So I'm just gonna stop and see how much of this we have, but the shoulder looks okay. Yeah, looks all right. Let's see what we got on this. I estimate 2.1K. All right, guys, McGowan Lake Campground. As you can see right off the bat, RV Central. So, man, I wish I might ask somebody if I could buy a burger off them or something on this Labor Day weekend. Ooh, I'm hungry for some real food. I don't think we're close enough to have anybody deliver to the campground, which I have had done before. There's registration. It used to say store as well. Oh, darn. Alright, I gotta do my thing. Okay guys, we're at McGowan Campground, and it's not too bad. It's full RV, it's Labor Day weekend, so I'm not going to be trying to think people are going to keep quiet, but I'm sure at a certain time it will be, but it's not bad. I got this spot here, it's actually pretty nice. Going to put my tent right over there. And yeah, let's take a look at what the stats are. 92.90. 1,664 feet of climbing, so not bad. Anyways guys, I'm gonna get set up and then I'm gonna get back to the store and get a few treats for myself for such a good day of riding. So anyways, I'll get back to you in a bit. Okay guys, I'm gonna do my clothes for August 30th, Saturday, Labor Day weekend. I'm at McGowan Campground, just on my way home, so just finished up the log driver's Waltz and got myself a nice little campsite here. Even though it is an RV park, it's actually not too bad. It would probably be sandy normally, but with all the rain, it's kind of been wet down and it's not as bad. So decently flat spot. And yeah, I already showed you all the stats for riding and all that. So I'm going to get to the store here at the campground before it closes in about 45 minutes. So I'm going to sign out for now, but I will see you guys in the morning as we head back to Windsor. So take care. Thanks to all my channel members for being so awesome. I really appreciate you guys.